As a young man named Dayo Obaweya, I was doing business. It's about 12 years ago, and but at one point the Lord was calling me to serve Him, and I tried to avoid that because I didn't want anything to take me out of business. I didn't want anything that is not going to make me have good income. So I refused to listen to the Lord. I was doing my business, but my business began to go down. I lost everything. And I began to ask God questions. Why did my business go down, and what do you have for me? So I shared with my friends my frustration, and one of my friends said, Dayo, I had a program that is coming up in town, and I think it will fit you into your situation. And I said, what's the program? He said, program is called Community Health Evangelism, and the organization that is conducting this is called Medical Ambassadors International. So I said, well, okay, let me go listen to what they have to say. And I remember when this facilitator came, he was teaching for 2 days, doing a vision seminar, and I was like, this is where God is calling me. And so I approached the facilitator and I said to him, how can I know more about this program? He said, well, in 9 months' time, the plan is for them to come back and do a training of Trainers 1. So I began to practice what I learned from the Vision Seminar, but I was eager to have the training of Trainers 1. So at that 9 months, I took the training of Trainers 1. And after that, I mobilized some of the trainers. And we began to work in a community in Nigeria. And we did what we could. We started the community training. We started the chair training. We were working on micro enterprises in the community. So when this man from the US came back to do a kind of mentoring, he was surprised when we took him to the community and showed him the changes that are taking place. And he was so impressed. And he said, Dayo, could you help with being a master trainer, anchoring the program in different places in Nigeria? I said, well, that would be a good thing, as long as I have the time. So I started with the communities around me, southwest of Nigeria, supervising those programs where they had introduced CHE program. And after some time, the program grew to about 16 communities. And I was approached by this same man again to say, Dayo, is it possible for you to help us coordinate the nation? And I said, okay, I'll give it a try. I did that for about 3 years, after which I had to be asked to help with West Africa. So I started with Ghana after Nigeria, and we started CHE program in Ghana, we started CHE program in Sierra Leone, we started in Gambia, we started in Senegal, we started in even Guinea-Bissau, we started in Ivory Coast, we started in Togo, we started in Benin. So we started those programs in those various countries, and Medical Ambassadors International saw that this was helpful, and so I was asked to be the regional coordinator for the region of West Africa. West Africa has 15 countries, like I mentioned. You start from Nigeria, you go up to Benin, you go to Togo, you go to Ghana, you go to Ivory Coast, you go to Liberia, you go even next on, you go to Guinea-Conakry, you go to Gambia, you go to Senegal, you go to Chad, you go to Mali. You know, so I have been coordinating with those countries. Today, we have over 600 active programs in the different countries. And so I feel a sense of fulfillment. I feel grateful to the Lord that God has used me to impart the people in the communities of Africa and bring about transformation in their lives.